So class 6, so the topic second civics part. The topic is left cities compared to the villages. A city is usually big and spreads over a very large area. The growth and expansion of trade has seen the emergence of cities and in the past. There are many such examples. Harappa, Lothal, Patliputra, Kannauj, for instance, were flourishing cities because they were important trade center. Since a city is highly populated, it requires a wide network of roads and proper means of transport and communications. Hospitals, school and other services like water, electricity are needed to cater a large population. Cater means provide for large populations. Clear? Larger populations. Differences between a village and city. You know very well what is the difference between villages and city. In initial response could be that a city has a big buildings with wider roads, car, buses, big schools, and people speaking in English. The characteristics of a villages will be opposed to these features might seem to apparent differences, but there are other distinguishing aspects as well. For example, occupation and the way of the life. Most of the people who live in villages practices agriculture. Agriculture is also called the primary sector of the economy. Probably a farmer living in a village and at the outskirts of your city is producing the vegetables you eat every day. The farmer's role is a very big and very important. On the other hand, people who are entrepreneurs means business person, traders, manufacturers, government officers, bankers live in the city or towns. They form the secondary and the tertiary sector of the economy. Tertiary sector, services, industry. They provide the service. Clear? So it's called service industry. So if one has to identify a place as a village or a city, one has to see if the area has agricultural land and or not, if the people living around the land are farmers or not. The working population in a country is divided into three categories. The first one, cultivators. The second one, manufacturers. And third one, service providers. Who is cultivators? Like farmers are a part of the primary sector. Cultivators is a farmers are a part of the primary sector. Manufacturers like industries are a part of the secondary sector. The first primary sector is agriculture part like farmers. The secondary sector is the industrialist, and the tertiary sectors like doctor, architects are a part of the tertiary sector. They provide services. Clear? So next part, economically, people in the cities on an average earn more compared to those in villages, where poverty seems to be more prevalent. The percentage of the people unemployed in the villages is more than the people in the cities. It is clear from the above discussion that the socio-economic condition of people who live in the cities and villages are at great variances. It can be concluded that the local needs will also be different and they will have different developmental activities. In the later chapters, we will see these local needs can be met through people participations in the form of local self-government. Clear? So first of all, you have to write the fill in the blanks. The first, you have to write the working population in a country is divided into three categories. Second is people mostly live in villages in India. Economically, most people in the villages are involved in agriculture. First is second is villages, third is agriculture. The system where land is owned by the landlord is called Jamindari system. Fourth, Bonded labor is a system which is the villagers were forced to work without payment. The first is 3, second is villagers, third is agriculture, fourth is zamindari system, and last is bonded labor. Okay, so the next is match the following. Harappa, point number D, one of the ancient flourishing cities. Clear? Harappa, match the following. First part. D, one of the ancient flourishing the cities. Second is secondary. Secondaries, industrialists are the part of the sector. Second, market. Third point. C number, a palace in the city, a place in the city where things are bought and sold. Cities. Territory sector. Territory A, doctors, architectures belong to this sector of the economy. Yani point number A. Fourth, Jamindar B, landlord. First D, second E, third C, fourth A, and 5 B. Clear? So tomorrow I will provide you the question and answers and C part. Clear? So thank you class.